Good morning. It is Monday. Today we are going to be editing the YouTube video because I did not get it done yesterday, and then we will be doing a whole bunch of cold outreach and DMs and reposting the lead magnet and things like that to get some more client work in. And then we'll be meeting with the design group. And then we have a few other meetings with like other designers, so I can continue to network, and also to do some research on the other idea that I've been having. And so I tinkered around with that last night a little bit, and then this week is really just focused on trying to get another contract. What's up? Good morning. It's Tuesday, I think. So I just spent the last 2 hours, I just time blocked it. I found a startup that was looking for some design help, either on a part-time or full-time basis. So it actually might be a perfect fit for a design subscription because it's kind of a blend of both. But I thought it was a really good opportunity. I think I could provide a lot of value, and it seems like a very interesting one. So I spent 2 hours and did a little bit of like an audit, and then did a couple screen mock-ups, sent over the guy a Loom video, just to give it that little extra touch that other people might not do. I feel like a lot of designers in this day and age have no desire to do paid work for free, and so it might give me a little bit of an edge. If not, whatever, it's a couple hours of work. I think you got to do things a little bit different and creatively, and it also builds some goodwill. So maybe that'll work, maybe it won't, but it'd be a good one. And like, so it'll be interesting to see, like, everybody's got their own little methods of like return on investment. And I think that sometimes doing a little bit of free work can probably get you further than just like cold outreach and things of that sort, because it can prove your value. They get goodwill, and then in return you can kind of show, what you can do without having to, in an interview, you can't really show so much what you can do in terms of design skills, or like only your portfolio and you have little pieces. But if you do it relevant to them, it's interesting. So we'll see where that goes. Now, I've decided today I'm just going to try to crank out the other idea that I have, and then tomorrow we're going to get into the cold DMs and the cold outreach more. We're going to do that Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So that'll be the rest of today, because I just want to bang it out, because I'm going to show it to the rest of my design group in 2 weeks and get their feedback and see if my hypotheses are right. I feel like I keep validating it and it makes sense, because a lot of designers have trouble with this. So it's either going to be, bug QA, or design QA kind of review tool, or it's like a place to consolidate all design feedback. It's probably going to be the first one, but that's where we're at. And yeah, give me a good boost of energy. Got some quick work, some other, another client, but have some work for them that I got to work on later today as well. So the first part of the afternoon is going to be working on my own thing, and then the second half is going to be working on client work. And then, so got some movement, got some traction, and keep on pushing forward. Got the YouTube video up, so cool. It's funny how I feel like work comes all at once. I have like a ramp up with one client that originally was going to just be a handful of hours, and now that seems like it's going to be ramping up to probably double, if not triple, per week. And then there's another client that just reached out that sounds like they'd be interested in some of my help, given my past experience at Etsy and some of the work that I've done. And so we'll see where that goes. And then there's another potential lead that I have, and then another one that was from an old coworker that I worked with, and they're looking for some help. So a lot of things in motion. And what I've learned with consulting and contracting is it very much ebbs and flows. You could have a whole bunch all at once and then have nothing for a while. And so I think this last few months was like the, lull time. And then this next few months before the end of the year seems like it's probably going to be a ramp up time. So that's good. But just keep on moving forward. I feel like one of the things I've learned about consulting and contract work is that you kind of have to constantly be looking and be on the hunt and creating content and reaching out to people and putting yourself out there, because when you're doing that, leads are kind of just stirred up. Like, you never know when somebody stumbles on a post or stumbles on a piece of your work right at the moment that they're looking for help. And if you're not, actively continually doing that, which so many designers and other freelancers don't often do, they only go and seek work when they're desperate and they need work. Whereas it's kind of like marketing. If you constantly keep promoting yourself, you talk about it, you share design things, you update things, and you kind of just educate the general public that when they're ready for those specific contracts or they're ready for specific design help, you're kind of top of mind. So you think about content creation and things of that sort as a vessel to get people to remember you, even if right in that moment they're not looking for it. So that's one of the big things I have learned about marketing in this last year and a half, and so it very much applies to when you're marketing yourself and your agency. Do the same sort of things that you would do. So we just got back from going to a movie, and it was about a 6 out of 10, 5 out of 10. We went and saw Red One with The Rock and I don't remember the guy's name, the media guy from Spider-Man. But it was okay for a Christmas movie, but still fun to get out. And then I'm uploading this week's YouTube video right now because I'm a little bit behind, but as soon as this exports, should be able to upload it. And it's pretty cool. I feel like I'm starting to notice some of the keyword things being a big difference, because last week I uploaded a video about just in the title of DJI Osmosis. Apparently I titled it DJI Osmosis Osmo Pocket 3, and it has the highest number of views of all of them. So interesting enough. Apparently the keywords make a difference. Good morning. Are you trying to tell me something? All right, we went to the gym, had a call with an engineer that I've been talking to with Hound stuff, and then we are off to the coffee shop to get some hours of work done for a client, and then we'll come back here and probably do a little bit of work on maybe some Hound stuff or maybe prospecting. We'll see. But we're headed back to home to do a little bit more work. We might go to a Suns game again later tonight. There's another one in town. We're trying to take advantage of going to Suns game more while we're still living in downtown Phoenix, because we are looking to sell the house, so we might only have a few more months of that, but that is the plan for the rest of the day. Good morning. Let's see. Today is Thursday, and we're going to be doing a little bit of client work today, and then we'll be doing some work on the other project, and probably we'll be trying to do some lead generation in terms of project XX, and then we'll be doing some lead gen type of stuff. So yeah. So we just finished up a bunch of client work for the most of the afternoon. We met with a couple designers just to kind of learn about the QA process and see if there's a way that I can improve it as part of the other project. And then, yeah, so that was, pretty productive day. And now we're gonna have some nachos and watch the Steelers game. So we just got done reading for a little bit. This is the newest book, the one-page marketing plan. I'm gonna see if this helps me more clearly define some of the like stuff for Doug Studios and how I'm positioning that, and then also for the new project that I'm working on. To see if those things help, we will see. I feel like I've been kind of, doing the shotgun approach a little bit more in terms of actual targeting specific people, or targeting everyone but no one at the same time. And so that's like, that's one of the things I'm trying to focus on, is figuring out how to really niche down my offerings, because when you target nobody, or when you target everybody, you target nobody. So so hopefully that'll be able to be a good read and give you some insights, and we'll go from there. So I got a blood test later today to get a prescription refill, and then going to a coffee shop prior, just to drink some black coffee because I got to fast, and then I'll come back after that and go to the gym, come back and do a little bit more client work, and then we'll probably by then switch gears to doing some of the new projects. So that's kind of how the morning will be spent, and we'll check back in. And I think like I'm trying to play around a little bit more too with figuring out what content to create for YouTube, and like what stuff will be fun to do. I am traveling full time, doing the digital nomad thing come next June, and so one of the reasons why I've started a YouTube channel. Hi, if you don't know, I'm Wyatt, and I'm a design founder, been a product designer for 10 years, and I'm working on a few different projects, one being consulting, subscription-based design services, one being a email marketing kind of inspiration tool, and then the other one being more of this like design QA type of thing that I'm looking into now. And so with traveling, I'll plan on doing more YouTube for the fun and showing my, what it's like to be a founder, run your own business while you're traveling, and do that digital nomad lifestyle, because I've always been very interested in like those kinds of YouTube channels. And so that's like just more of a passion thing. And so just part of doing this like YouTube stuff early on is to get me more in the habit of trying to film more, document my daily life. I can look back and reflect and hopefully provide some helpful insights to everyone watching. So yeah. Well, we were going to go to get a blood test and get the stuff drawn, but the insurance hasn't come through yet, and that would be a $400 thing for a blood draw, so we're not going to do that. We're going to wait for the insurance to come through. Insurance is such a scam, but so now we're going to go off, get some food, and then head to the gym. So we just got done at the protein house. We had a Thai chicken bowl. I forgot to film it, but now we went back home, and we're going to continue on doing some work, but there's painters at the house, and so I can't get into my house because they're working on the garage, and I forgot keys to the front of my house, so that's the only way I can get in. But we're going to go ahead and do a coffee shop again, finish up some work, and then when it's probably time for them to be done, I'll head back home. up and moving, and we are going to go take Doug on a walk, get some coffee, come back, and then we're going to work on Project XX, which is the other piece that I'm working on. So I'm trying to see if I can actually build it. Haven't said the name here yet, but we're going to, something we're working on. And yeah, so I'm going to try to learn a little bit of coding while I'm doing this. I don't know anything about it, so I messed around a little bit last night for a few hours with ChatGPT and try to set up some things, and I was able to get like the basics of Firebase and like a little Chrome plugin to pull up. Doesn't work, but it's set up. Chrome plugin's in testing. You press it, it loads it, that kind of deal. So that's what I'm going to spend today on, is probably just doing more of that, and then I'll probably also do some of the content creation calendar, not like a full in-depth one, but I do need to plan a little bit of content because I feel like I've kind of just been winging it all over the place, and I want to be a little bit more tactful with what I'm doing and planning and going about that. But that's on the agenda, so let's go get some coffee. You ready, Doug? All right, Doug, you sit? Sit. Good boy. So we were going to walk to a coffee shop that was a little bit further away, but I somehow only have one key to my house, and the painters are working on the garage entrance, and the only key that I did have to the house was in the realtor box, and so I don't actually have a way to get in my front door, so we have to wait till the garage painting is done because my front door I had to leave open, so don't want to go very far. But yeah, stupid me, huh? So we just finished up getting the landing page up, the site ready to go. Let me show you what the landing page is for this new product that I'm working on, so you guys can get an idea of what it is here. Essentially, it is a place for designers to be able to streamline their design QA feedback, and so basically simplifying the QA process in terms of feedback from designers to developers and things like that, because right now it's all screenshots and things like that. So just went through, created the landing page, talked specifically to designers, talks about what the value props are and then how it works with some visuals, and then we go to the bottom and we do selling lifetime passes to get some early traction and see what kind of like interest it has, and then FAQs before and after, and then recapping it at the bottom. So see how this plays out, but that's kind of what I've been working on for the last couple of days. Cool. So we're wrapping up the night now, having a little bit of dinner, and here is, I've also finished up doing this like my own kind of like landing page. It's kind of like a social link type of deal, like a link tree, but I put together this for my landing experience. So when people come here, they can see about me, what my details are and background, and then I'm linking them to the design agency that I run, some links to some featured work, book a consultation, the new project that I'm working on here, a little note about it, some things for marketing to boost it as a designer. So the whole thing is positioned to targeting startups at the top, and then as you go down, it's to target designers further down the experience. And so it's just kind of a landing page to catch all. So that's also the other part that I've been working on today.